I don't think anyone saw personal self-powered transportation coming way back in the late 1800s when Gottlieb Daimler invented the motorcycle, and then a year later, Carl Benz of, Mercedes-Benz produced a motor car. And while it was still around 30 years before the car had overtaken the horse and cart, it was a bit of a weird transition while the two modes of transport were sharing the roads. And while that was 3 decades that gave whole industries time to adapt, change happens whether we're ready for it or not. Just as much as I could have never predicted what kind of work I'd be doing in 2024, I also couldn't have dreamed of the skills I'd be using and the tools that will be associated with them. It's naive to think that the future will be any less difficult to predict. Skills, the tools, the jobs of tomorrow will be like the skills and tools and jobs of today, except for a few things. There are some skills that will serve you now and into the future just as effectively. If there's one skill that has served me better than any other, it's got to be the skill of writing. Every article, every social media post, every YouTube video, every email that has led to a client or a paying gig or a piece of feedback made me cry with joy. It came because I know how to write. And I'm not talking about a book. I'm talking about the more specific skill of copywriting. It's the kind of writing that has 2 very simple elements that mean everything. First, it's writing that's done to cause an action to be taken after reading or hearing it. And because of that, it's secondly, the kind of writing that is perhaps most closely tied to an understanding of psychology and human behavior. So, how do you learn how to write? Contrary to what copywriters like to think, it's not a special or particularly hard to learn skill. In fact, you could learn how to do it straight after this video by doing these 3 steps. First, get the transcript of this video. Then, look for a pattern in how I wrote the script for it. And then write another topic finally using the same pattern I used. You've just learned how to write like I do. And you can do this with any clever YouTuber or blogger or influencer or TikTok that you like. Every one of them has created a presence, and in some cases we've created whole careers and businesses out of being able to learn this one skill. It's not really that hard to learn it. The clue about how to learn copywriting is actually right there in its name. Copywriting. I'm Dante St. James.